Here we are at Blair Gardens. This is a community garden where we have 2 hives. And this hive on the right is looking very active, very healthy. This is the one that we started with a nucleus colony last year, late in the season, because the other colony died that was in this hive. The left-hand hive is looking particularly quiet, although there is some activity. We've been having problems with that hive. So let's open up and see what we got.
You sort of see the comb? They made that.
All those tiny little
So that
cups.
one, he's sticking some honey in there, I think.
So it looks like we've got about 7 frames of drawn comb. And they're making honey in this box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the second hive, and you can see there is brood and larvae, so the queen is in there and healthy, but we're not getting the same production of bees themselves. I think the population just isn't as large. So I'm going to pull this box off and see if there's any bees down in the bottom box. Okay, so on this left hive, I took about 3 frames of good brood and moved them from the upper box down to the lower box because the queen was not laying down in the lower box, which is one reason why this hive looks a little weaker than the other one, whereas the other hive, this hive, she's been laying in both boxes and it's very healthy. So what we've done is we've taken the honey super off of this box and put it on this hive because this hive has about 7 frames of drawn comb in their first honey super, and we want to make sure they've got enough space. This hive does not need a honey super yet, so hopefully we'll just let this one grow while we let the other one produce some honey, and then we'll come back here in a couple of weeks to see how the progress is and whether she started laying in the lower box. In the meantime, this right-hand hive, which again we started from a nucleus colony with, I believe this was one of our Long Lane honeybee farm queens, and it overwintered nicely and is now exploded. Hooray for us. Now we're here at Church of the Pilgrims, and there are 3 hives. This middle hive here is going gangbusters. We have 2 supers on it, and you can see that on the second super they've already started building that out with honey. So we're going to get a nice crop out of this one. We also have a couple of swarm nukes that we're storing here. All these nukes are in pretty good shape. Here's the hive we started from a nuke this spring. This hive died of starvation, shame on me, but it's in very good shape now. I think it's ready for a honey super. This hive on the right, although very healthy, has not had as much, it does not have any honey production yet up in the upper super. Or in the honey super. This apiary has had a couple of swarms, and I'm wondering if it was this hive that swarmed, which is why it's maybe a little weaker. But overall, in good shape. Just need to get a honey super for this hive and find a home for that nuke, which is doing very well, very healthy, as is that one, which gotta weigh 15-20 pounds.